Welcome back, Ascension family, and thank you for tuning in. If you are new, I'm Patrizia, Ascension healer, and my passion is to educate my wisdom from the Christ consciousness teachings. I'm sharing now channeled messages from my book, The Chosen One. The second chapter in this book are all stories about my past life healings. The scribed messages hold a light frequency to heal your life as well. I recommend that you just sit and close your eyes and allow the words to wash over you and the light codes to transmit throughout your whole body to receive the healing as well. This story is titled Weeping Willows. This place has my favorite trees, the falling strands of green branches and twine which flow so gracefully in the breeze. I sit and watch the dance of the spring. The butterflies are enticing the branches to waltz. It's God's magic, and I love it to make it mine. Diana, named after the moon goddess, was a beautiful maiden. She lived on the edge of the forest and often visited it to connect with the nature spirits, the animals and the elements. Diana knew that she was special from a child. Her grandmother told her many things of a familiar gift, a lineage of healing and magic. It was white and pure, and she would sit wide-eyed and in full attention to every piece of information her grandmother would impart. Diana loved her grandmother very much. She would help her to prepare medicinal herbs and resins for every element known to man. People would knock on her grandmother's door all the time to collect their remedies. Diana thought that this was so wonderful. One day, when Diana was around 8 years old, her grandmother sat her down. Dearest child, you carry the gift of sight, healing, and the ability to perform ritual and magic. You are a little white witch, my dear, she said with glee. Diana and her grandmother giggled like two little girls. They were in clear understanding of one another. Diana's grandmother taught her to be still and to meditate. It was important to be able to go within, and eventually she taught her to expand her energy field. She would be able to clear her energy bodies, to be guided, to invoke, and to pray. Diana became a very gifted, powerful white witch. Diana was just 17 years of age when she was faced with her grandmother's passing. She felt honored and blessed that she was able to conduct and celebrate her life in ceremony. Her grandmother said, "It was just my time, my darling." Diana knew her grandmother would be with her after physical death, but still, she had to acknowledge some very powerful emotions over her passing. She would miss her physical presence, her hugs, and her soup. Diana's grandmother was buried beneath one of the most magnificent oak trees in the forest, and Diana would visit often to sprinkle daisies over the grave. I know you love daisies, so here, grandmother, I love you. So as Diana settled into her life, living and practicing on her own, there were a few covens who requested her presence and wisdom. Diana preferred to work solo, as her grandmother did. However, when she learned that a famous witch named Margaret was requesting her presence at the next coven gathering, Diana couldn't resist but attend. Margaret was well known for her incredible psychic visions and prophetic predictions. Diana had enormous intuitive talents, but she was eager to learn to scry. Diana decided to carry this particular coven meeting when Margaret was head of the committee and the region. Welcome, Diana. We are so sorry to hear of your grandmother Isabel's passing. She was a very respected and loved sister of the hood. Thank you, Margaret. As you know, we are only temporarily parted. Both smiled and agreed. Diana was handed a goblet of mead wine. The women chatted, and eventually Diana broached on the subject of developing her intuitive sight. Oh, but Diana, you already have the gift. You just need someone to expand it for you and to give you the key to open it. Diana was so excited and pleased to hear that she was already gifted, but unactivated, so to speak. Margaret agreed to teach Diana weekly lessons of psychic development in exchange for various herbal remedies and concoctions for herself and the congregation. The deal was made, and Diana was very appreciative. She would make extra for her, include larger bottles, additional gifts, make soup, and beautiful floral hair pieces for all the women of the congregation. Diana was just a generous and gracious healer. She was a beautiful soul. And so the psychic lessons began. Margaret was teaching Diana from a very psychic perspective, reading and allowing information which was present in the aura and the body, all within tea leaves. But God had another plan. Diana's third eye and crown chakras began to open, allowing information and images of everything she required to know, to be channeled from her beloved grandmother, Jesus, a high priestess, and a beautiful empress. Holy night. This was powerful. Diana would literally glow and everyone in the room could feel her vibration. Diana instinctively knew that she had to increase her awareness and earth magic to keep her rooted in, just like her beautiful and favorite willow trees she adored. Margaret was pleased at first, but slowly became bitter and jealous. The coven was booking Diana for oracle readings and healings all the time. Margaret had lost her popularity as a healer and being known as the all-insightful. Margaret believed that she had created a monster and therefore felt justified in an intervention. Margaret's dark side had foretold that Diana would develop an ego and greed influence, which would ruin the balance of all things. Of course, this was not true, but Margaret was capable of performing a very dark form of magic. She invoked all the directions, north, south, east, and west, and added slithered lizards and snakes, shadows and spirits. It was not pleasant at all. Margaret mixed and brewed, invoked and conjured. She burned a black candle and a white candle and created an etheric vortex. This was etherically placed over Diana's third eye and sealed with a pentagram. She then invoked a black onyx ball and placed it over Diana's crown and sealed it with a pentagram. The black onyx allowed only certain information to come through. However, the opaque black solid mass would certainly cloud Diana's vision. Margaret knew what she had did was wrong, but she convinced herself it was for the best. Poor Diana woke with horrendous headache, almost unable to stand the pain. She brewed and brewed some of her very powerful remedies, but nothing seemed to work. Diana knew she was well. She could only read her tea leaves, as none of her previous intuitive skills would work. Tea leaves indicated that a curse had been placed upon her because of jealousy. Diana appealed to Margaret for help. Yes, Diana, of course we will help you, but you stay within the coven, work and live alongside us, and we will protect and guide each other. Your sight and channel will return, don't worry. Of course it never did. Diana would appeal to her grandmother and God to help her. But all she could understand was, all will be revealed and healed at the right time. God, we now ask that this curse and the black onyx bowl be removed from Diana now. Be aware that the headache and or dizziness may be experienced as the energy flow adjusts to your natural ability. Thank you, Spirit, for this beautiful story and healing today. The blocks were in the head and the third eye. Blocks have been removed and healing has taken place. Amen. Please like, share, and subscribe. And below in the description are all links to my meditation and workshop events. Looking forward to our next story. God bless.